So via TikTok Live, someone pointed out to us that the Walmart frogs are no good, that if you do catch anything, it'll be on the drop, because the weights in the back aren't heavy enough, they won't hop properly. And I got to thinking about it. The few fish I have caught on that frog have been on the drop, and they really don't hop properly. So went online. Interestingly enough, when it comes to fishing lures, I find if I can wait for them, they're definitely cheaper on eBay than they are Amazon. Perfect example, I sadly lost my Googan revolver, the one I caught the 3.5 pound bass on.
Get in my boat. Yeah!
The spine was bent on it anyhow, but we were out fishing and I lost it. So I went on Amazon. They wanted $17 plus free shipping for a Googan revolver. Went on eBay, got one for $12 free shipping. Hasn't come yet, but I also ordered this guy here, which is a Rama Tokyo DK frog, and so this is called Rama. Not sure what that is. I just saw that it looks like it has a decent weight in the back. That's a nice looking frog. That's very realistic. That's a very realistic looking frog right there. So hopefully this guy will produce some strikes and some hits, and maybe we'll find ourselves a big Bertha who wants to slam on this guy, huh? Let's find out. What's up, guys? I am so excited. It's finally raining. Hopefully it'll rain all night, but it won't. Probably rain for a half hour or so, but whatever rain we get, we need. I'm so tired of fishing in 1.5 foot water. So hopefully it rains for a few hours. I doubt it will, but finally we're getting some rain. I don't even care. I'm going to walk through the parking lot of Publix to go to the grocery store and get rained on. I don't even care. I'm just excited we're finally getting some rain.
There he is. That's a big boy right there. We're out here in Lakes Park, Florida, in Fort Myers, Florida. Never been here before. Looks like a decent place. It's 7 feet deep right here. Got to deal with spectators. That's all right. Who knows? We're the only fisher people out here fishing from boats. So maybe we'll get the hogs. Yeah, buddy. What's up, fella? GoPro, stop recording. Where's Carrie at? Just caught a 2.23 pound. Yeah, I sent you the picture. June bug worm. Ah, son of a bitch. What's that?
Any luck?
I caught a 2-pounder earlier.
Not bad.
Lost something big on my bait.
Using bait?
Lost a big one on my chatterbait. Caught a 2-pounder on a worm. My buddy caught a 2-pounder on a worm. Gonna go topwater here shortly.
Yeah, I just saw that frog. I wish you the best of luck. I want to see what you can get with that.
Try pulling out from underneath this boardwalk. Y'all, we're in the neighborhood, my neighborhood, and every once in a while I walk down here, try some fishing. Got a bunch of lily pads and a nice frog. And looks like a pretty nice seawall. So let's go ahead and toss this guy. See if we have anything wanting to hit on a frog. Oop! Got a hit. You guys see that? Something little just hit my frog. That's a good sign. So this is the frog. It's a nice looking frog. Got him on eBay for like $6. Unlike the Ozark Trail, he's got a nice heavy weight in the back. And he's got a ball bearing inside to make him swim a little more sporadic. But all in all, he's a nice little frog and he looks natural in the water, which is what we're going for. I've only had him for 2 days. I just got my first hit on him. Hopefully I can get something to hook up on him. Frog's no good until you catch your first fish on it. caught a few on my Ozark Trail one, but I was told that you'll rarely get one on the retrieve on the Ozark Trails because they don't hop right. Is this your little hidey hole, dude? You want to eat all my fish so I have nothing to catch? Here he comes. Going for my frog. He's probably about 3 foot. Something big jumping over there. Come on, alligator, go away. It's turning around. There he goes. You ain't fast enough for me, dude. This may be the last time you all see this boat on this channel. We may be selling it to Ron. So we're taking it out for another voyage out here at Lakes Park. Memorial Day weekend. Got Sariano with us. So we're gonna go out kayaking and see if we can catch anything out here at Lakes Park. There you go. Kind of hard having 3 poles in here with 2 people. You're not reeling it in fast enough and we're moving faster than you're reeling, just reel it in. We're going to go on the other side of this bridge. Huh? We're not in a paddle boat. They're talking about the rentals that people rent back here. They don't want people over here disturbing the birds.
So cool under here.
Now, one of the nice things about Lakes Park is they have about 6 or 7 fountains. And so when you're out there in the middle of the day and you're sweating your butt off, why not just utilize the fountains? At the car wash. And so this became quite a regular activity for us out at Lakes Park. Feel better? Yep. It's all rainbow. This is water mist. One of the things we have been waiting to find in the Southwest Florida area is deep water. Mm-hmm. 6 feet through here. No, but it's 12 feet deep back there. Some place where large fish might be found. You an alligator or a fish? And so we keep getting drawn back to Lakes Park because of the deep water and the size. Lakes Park is such a huge place, and as you can see, it has so much potential. We see a lot of the stuff, lily pads, there's coverage, there's areas that's back in the woods, swampy area. Once you go past that boardwalk, the footprint of this lake is just tremendous. Turtle. But it's so frustrating because 1, we're post-spawn, and 2, this is our second day out there. Back in there. Nope. Try it again. We haven't caught anything. Day 1, me, Carrie, and Mike all caught 1 fish, and all of our fish were over 2.5 pounds. So we know there's potential there. The fact that all the fish we catch are over 2 pounds. Oh yeah? Slow down, let him hit it. Getting bites like that, you want to stop. It could be the tail. You'll learn sooner or later to stop lifting your pull strip down. Could be the tail on that thing, because when that tail swims, he kind of feels like you got a bite because he's spinning. There you go. You're over that branch, but you'll get it. You're stuck on the tree limb. Oh, no, you're not either. You got a fish. Now, sadly, the camera was pointed down too low because I could actually see the fish jump. Lean over here. You guys heard it, but I could actually see it jump. Real. And so it jumped right off the bank, and it looked like a good-sized fish. Hold on. Hold on, I think you're on the tree branch. Settle down. She had one, but I think she's tangled on the tree branch, too. Get it off the branch. Okay, now reel in. Reel it in. Keep on reeling.
Oh my God, he's so big.
But sadly, the fish went under the tree branches and we ended up having to break the line. Yep. It was stuck. I'll tie a new hook on unless you want to try something different.
Braid? Yeah, the braid.
You have 60 pound on there? We got 30 on ours.
I got 65 on. And the reason why I don't go under 50, I don't really usually go under 40. That's my lowest I'll go because the diameter of your braid on a bait caster will dig into your spool when you start to catch, and you get that catch, so you'll get like these, you'll start to see it too, where the braid will V a little bit, and that's where the line and the drag dug into the spool, so when you go to cast the next time, it'll always have a hiccup.
I got you, yeah, it squeezes a valley into the spool line.
Yeah. So,
and so then you get bird's nest.
So you want to keep, if you get a drag or a heavy cast, even though you may not have a backlash, if you're going to go 30, spool out your line and reel it in because you're going to have trouble down the road.
That's probably why you're always snapping lines.
Yep. So it's day 3. We decided to go back out to Lakes Park again, but this time we have Ron and Mike from the Tackle Your Personal Best podcast. Ron was staying in town. He lives down in Naples. He was staying in town at Mike's house, and so he asked us to bring out Big John so he could not have to drive back to Naples to get his canoe. I don't know why I have a rooster tail on my heaviest rod.
What do you have on here
throw those up into light structures. So like I'd cast up near the branches.
What does a swim jig look like? The head with the skirt on it, right?
Yeah.
We have some of
There's
those.
different jigs. There's an arky, there's a swim, there's a.
Does it have a lip on it?
Huh?
Does yours have a lip on it?
No, the swim jig is just a pointy head, almost looks like a bullet weight.
Oh, okay.
The skirt, and then it has your weed guard, and I put a grub on it, and it's meant to your weeds, like go up there to those weed lines.
This guy.
That is, what's the head of the ball look like? Is it a ball-like?
No, it's more of an arrowhead.
Arrow? Yeah, it's kind of like your arky style swim. They make hybrids now.
How do you make it constant?
You can constant retrieve it. You can let it chicken off the bottom, like move it, stop, let it sink down to the bottom, pick it back up, down a little bit, drop, you know.
Shut it down, open up shop.
Let it bounce it off the bottom, you know.
Fishing from a kayak is like fishing from the top of a ladder.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass.
It's a different breed.
So as you can see, there's just so much opportunity for what looks like would be like tremendous largemouth bass fishing. Like I said before, the footprint of this lake is huge. There's coverage, there's fall downs, there's islands, there's trees, deep water, shallow water, everything you could ask for as a bass fisherman. But I don't know if it's the time of the year, I don't know if it's post-spawn, but we have been getting our teeth kicked in. We went out for 3 days. In the first 2 days, we only caught one fish. Carrie, Mike, and myself all caught one fish on our first time out on Lakes Park. Second time out, nothing. And day 3 up to this point, nothing. But as I was saying earlier, I mean, just look at this place. At least, if you're not catching fish, you have plenty of things to look at and fountains to ride through to help keep you cool. But it's just so disheartening and frustrating when you're out there for hours on end and you have no luck.
Where the fuck she go? Got one. Oh!
Perfect example of another great size fish. That thing had to be at least 3 pounds. And that's the worst thing you want. It makes for great video content,
I just lost like a 3-pounder.
but you do not want a jumping fish because
I just lost like a 3-pound bass.
gravity kicks in and the hook comes loose almost every time. And that was it for me on day 3.
Basically, you go down deeper than you normally would. It's kind of hard with the weed guard in the way.
I was the only fish I had bite, let alone hook up.
And then there's a stopper up here, so you just take this head and go all the way over the stopper like that. Now it keeps the worm from pulling off.
Well, you have to move somebody down. Alright, you just throw it into everywhere,
Yep. And it sinks slowly.
and then you just bob it up and down.
Yep, you kind of pull on it like a jerk bait and then reel in a little bit. Let it sink and just slow retrieve it.
So Carrie and I, the big struggle we're having is, do we go back to Lakes Park? We want to go back to the Lakes Park. We enjoy it. It's only 10, 15 minutes from our house. It's a huge lake. It has so much potential, but it's so demotivating. It's such a blow to your ego to be out there that long and get like one fish that jumps off your hook. Go out there 3 different times and come home with one fish.
So we are post-spawn fishing and it has been rough. Raisha! Come on, Ron. Monkey in metal. Twisted metal. Gotta get to it first. That's a shitty fountain right here. It's going bad on my side.
That's salt water. That's salt water.
Sure?
Yeah,
This is brackish water?
that is salt water.
It's pulling the water out of here.
Well, that's salt water. Straight up salt water. Oh, and I'm in trouble.
Is this brackish water? Told you it's all about the fountain. Told you it's all about the fountain. What's that? Did it turn your phone off? I tried to record a TikTok going through the big one, and as soon as the water hit my phone, it minimized the app. I'll try to do it this one, see if I can do it. Maybe you're tasting your sweat on your face. Try this again. Yeah, it's not as good of a fountain. At least it didn't turn the app off that time. The one nice thing about this lake, they don't catch fish, they got about 6 fountains.
This has been a Digital 410 production.